So I don't want to get into it too much. I'm checking time, but like I don't want to get into it too much. But the amount of greenwashing in so many companies is so apparent. People will just plant non-native trees in Canada, in the UK, in Scotland in particular. They'll plant non-native trees, and what non-native trees do is they absolutely damage the environment. They don't mean to, but when imagine how to describe this, but imagine putting something that is non-native into a space and it's just destroying the ecosystem. So this is what happens. They plant trees that can grow fast. So pine trees, but some birch trees, but they plant them very, very quickly. They grow up in 5 years, they chop them down and they go, oh, the company's green because, this is what we're doing to be carbon neutral.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. And it stresses me out and makes me angry. So what we do ethical do is they plant useful trees. So they plant like food trees or they plant production trees, and they also teach the culture. They teach the individuals who are planting those trees how to farm. They teach modern farming to these individuals and helps them generate an income. And like for me, that's way more substantial than just planting a load of crappy trees in the
Yeah.
middle of the highlands.
So how does this work? I'm making this up again. Like, suppose your factory produces 100,000 packages a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you like, man, we have to increase 1 million a day within 2 months. Is that possible, or you have to get a new factory, or like or
Oh,
is that a problem? Like,
so it's not a case of it really depends in the capacity of the factory. So our factory can produce quite a lot if we wanted them to. At the moment, we have one line secured with them, and that produces enough for us to sell. If we wanted it to increase it to like 1 million or 2 million, we'd have to both pay money, but we'd also have to shut down the lines of other because they don't just produce for us. They don't just manufacture for us. They manufacture for other.
oh, because it's not your sole factory.
No, it's not my
Oh,
factory.
okay,
No, no,
okay.
no. This is a
It,
manufacturer that,
it is a plan to have your own factory eventually.
yes, that's what we're doing in America at the moment. We're having a look and seeing.
Can you tell us what cities you're looking at,
Um,
or the states, or general
we're
areas?
kind of we're kind of looking on the East Coast. We're
Okay.
looking a bit West Coast. It really depends. So the biggest thing for us is making sure that if I'm producing in the West Coast, I don't want to be sending it to the rest of the world
Mhm.
or to the East Coast, especially because it's like it's not conducive to the environment.
Yeah.
Like again, I don't want to produce in China and then send over the world because it's not good for the environment
Yeah.
to send from China in shipping containers and things like
So,
that.
so you consider this environmental costs and the cost of your product?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. So in the UK, the reason we sell in the UK and produce in the UK is because we deliver via electric vehicle. So our pallets that come in, the materials being used are all FSC registered. The trucks that it comes in are only going a certain amount of like a certain amount of miles, and then the delivery, even delivering to the individuals, is all done by electric vehicles. So we try and keep the entire thing as green as possible.
Now, do you also have an office in Buffalo, New York?
Yes.
I have to ask, why Buffalo? Like,